Live from the local liquor store to your living room, it's Transformers News with your host, YouTube's most omnipotent alcoholic and worldly wino, the dashing and debonair, Drunken Prime. Thank you all. Let's go ahead and gather around. Let's grab a seat and let's get into the news. Fair warning, this is probably going to be more considered more of an op-ed piece, probably more of an open letter to the collector community, the Transformers community. As a whole, all the fans, all the people who love collecting these figures. This one's for you guys because I have to get this off my chest. Yeah, the new reveals of Commander, quote unquote, Commander class Rodimus Prime. Now, what brought me to the Commander class line was that that first Jetfire in Siege. That Jetfire in Siege was fantastic. It was literally the figure every kid who saw that episode, Fire in the Sky, they wanted this figure. They thought of this figure. He was massive. He was cool. He was in the air. He's shooting down Decepticons. He was literally the Autobots' mode of transportation and the just the aerial defender. It was so cool. It was just such a cool character. And then they came out with Earthrise. They came out with Skylinks, who I had my apprehensions on. But I decided to dive in because I was like, you know what, the heck with it. I'm just going to go for it. And Skylinks, once again, knocked it out the park. All the modes for Skylinks are amazing. And I'm not a base mode kind of guy, but I mean, the base mode that's provided with Skylinks is amazing. But once again, they're big, they're bulky, they're well done figures, and they're sort of in a class of their own. The difference, and this is very important, is that they were supporting characters. They weren't one of the big 8 characters. They weren't Optimus, they weren't Bumblebee, they weren't Soundwave, they weren't Starscream, they weren't Megatron, they weren't Devastator, they were nothing like that. And when I started hearing the rumors that there was going to be a Commander class Rodimus Prime, I thought back to a conversation I had with a friend of mine, and it made perfect sense. I said they're doing Commander class supporting characters. The minute that they see they can make money, Hashtag sees that they can make some money off this, they're going to drop a smaller character, a major character. It's going to be small, and it's going to be completely overpriced for what you get. And I thought it was going to happen right after Siege Jetfire came out. I honestly thought that they were going to do something like that. But then Skylinks came out, and I was like, okay, they're moving more towards bigger name characters, like bigger presence characters, because everybody remembers Skylinks. If you watch G1 Season 3, you remember Skylinks. But once again, Hashtag, they have never ceased to amaze me. They're coming strong with this Rodimus Prime Commander class, and I just looking at the updated photos, and I don't like it. This just looks like a retool of Hot Rod. It looks like Hot Rod with longer pipes on his arms. He has the same pathetic knees. The one flaw, the one real giant flaw in the robot mode of Hot Rod is the knees. The knees look horrific. And I'm looking at this picture and the knees look horrific. I'm like, how? This is $80? What is this? What is this? So you're gonna get a gun, a sword, a blast effect, some blast effects. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way you can take this character, make him 7 inches tall, give us a trailer, some guns and a sword, and say, okay, $80. Here you go, $80. That's unacceptable. This is unacceptable. This has to stop. This really does. Sure, I love Rodimus Prime. For the most part, I'm an Optimus guy, but for the most part, I enjoy Rodimus Prime. I love him. I do love him as a character. I think he had one of the better leader arcs growing up because he wasn't sure of himself. He kept trying to grow into a role he got pushed into. He wasn't quite ready for, but he was chosen. And in a lot of ways, I think he resented it, and it made for great character development as I rewatched the episodes when I got older, because I used to record them on VHS and just watch them over and over again. And I mean, this doesn't look impressive. He has the same ankles as Hot Rod. He has the same knees as Hot Rod. He has the same. There's nothing different in this picture. There's nothing different. And so what do you get? You get a trailer that turns into a base, and it's not even a base. It's basically just a cheaper version of the masterpiece. Like, the wheels aren't even painted. Look at the wheels on this. They're not even painted. What is this? It's like, what are we doing? Are we willing to accept this? Are we willing to accept this? I mean, the way the trailer even sits. I mean, look at it. The spoiler goes in and just causes a gap in the trailer. I mean, I'm not blown away by this. I'm not ready to give this a dime. I'm not. This is unacceptable. Unless this figure is 9 inches tall, like, just completely out of scale with your Studio Series 86 Grimlock. Unless this thing is completely out of scale and it's 9 inches tall, 8.5, not enough. I'm sorry, for $80, 8.5 is not enough. Unless this is a 9-inch figure with all of the bells and whistles that you're supposed to get, this is a jip. This is not worth it. I don't see how this could possibly be worth it. This is not. It doesn't even look that good. It does. I mean, Hot Rod had at least some sheen to him, some shine, something. Like, he popped. He pops on your shelf. I have him right here in front of me. He has a pop to him. This looks bland and boring, and it looks like a cash grab. That's all I can call this. I call this a cash grab because that's how I feel. This is what I felt like they were going to do before they gave us Skylinks. And I mean, look at this is what's inside the trailer. He has one little airlock, or whatever the hell term they use for it. He has one little airlock that's supposed to hook into a bigger base, a la Earthrise Optimus Prime, and somehow the trailer is supposed to become a base. That's not a base. It's a gun turret in his trailer. Come on, hashtag. Come on. This is lame. This is really lame. Oh, and he has a Matrix. And I saw a picture of a Matrix inside of a Matrix. I mean, this is lame. This is really turning into it looks like a lame toy. Maybe in the next few months leading up to, I think the release date is August. Maybe by then they'll have their shit together on this. Maybe by then they'll have it together. Maybe the wheels will be painted. Maybe there'll be some gloss. I mean, unless that plastic, unless he has like some major bulk to him, this looks like a jip. It looks like they're trying to cash in on our nostalgia. They're trying to cash in on what what characters we want, and it's this is unacceptable. I can't accept this. I won't accept this. You know what? I feel like my money could be better spent elsewhere. Maybe on $80 I can throw that at a third party figure or something like that. Because this is unacceptable. This is not. This doesn't look like something that compares to the Jetfire and to the Skylynx. This doesn't look like anything close to those in comparison. It looks like just an upscaled hot rod. That's it. And unless something magically changes with the release in August, this one's going to be a hard pass, easy pass. Actually, it's going to be an easy pass because I'm not going to let them cash in on my nostalgia. I'm not going to let them charge me $80 for a figure I just spent $30 on, and they're going to give me a half put together, half thought out trailer and tell me this is good. They're going to tell me that they're going to piss all over me and tell me that it's raining. Go outside and dance. No. I can't accept this. But, let me know in the comments what you think. Because honestly, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of them doing this kind of nonsense. I'm tired of them building up a particular class of figures, and then when the time comes to give us something of depth, something awesome, they just simply just poop all over us and say, take it because it's nostalgia. This makes you feel good. This gives you the feel goods for $80. No, this is not an $80 figure. This is a $50 figure. Maybe $65. Maybe. But this is not an $80 figure. This is a ripoff. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you feel the same way I do. This is a bit of a long one, but I had to really get a lot of this stuff off my chest. But seriously, just let me know what you think. Just hit me up, like, share, subscribe. You know what to do. But yeah, Rodimus Prime, Commander Class, quote unquote. I'll pass. Thank you. So, in closing, be safe. Get out there. Be happy. And this is the Drunken Prime signing off.